Tone trolling. Much like grammar trolling, which is dismissal of someone's argument because they misuse spelling or grammar, tone trolling is the dismissal of someone's argument because they didn't like the way you said something. While a very real form of trolling and dishonest debate tactic, much like ad hominem, it is very much misunderstood and misused as an insult. Ad hominem is a dismissal of someone's argument through a personal attack. An insult is a personal attack while addressing the person's argument. However, at that point, the debate is pretty much over and has nothing to do with facts or evidence. Several years back, I made two videos, one called Sagan's Rules for Skepticism and Skeptical Rules for Debate, both discussed in the demon-haunted world and presented by the skeptical organization he helped found called PSYCOP. The problem is that 9 out of 10 disagreements I have on YouTube these days, the other party completely breaks every single rule for a useful debate, making it worthless. An example is when someone concedes a point someone made, don't treat that as a sign of weakness. It takes a lot of strength to admit when they're wrong. When they make a mistake because they're human, don't attack them for it. That is exactly the same as grammar trolling. If you really want a fair fight, give them some time to regroup their thoughts and points, and then attack the new point. Don't bomb them with a giant list of links claiming them as proof for your assertions that will take them more than a half hour to read and research, especially if you don't go through and fact check them yourself. No one here has time for that. Most people have lives and jobs. You have to make your evidence in somewhat digestible form, which is why you can't browbeat someone into changing their mind on something. The principle of charity is the biggest one. The principle of charity is the assumption that your opponent in the debate is being honest, just misinformed. Personal attacks and insult do the exact opposite of informing people. Otherwise, teachers would be allowed to bully kids into learning things. It just doesn't work. After being very gracious during the discussions, insults should be used at best at the end of the discussion to pack a little extra punch in contrast to your graciousness to convince other people watching the debate of the dishonesty of the other party. You can use insults all you want, and you can be 100% right, but don't expect to convince anyone of your correctness, because pretty much no one will want to engage in a discussion with you. Just like how no one wants to deal with an asshole in person, no one wants to deal with an asshole on the internet. If someone out of the gate attacks you for being dishonest and stupid on something you deeply believe, no matter how wrong it may be, you will never be convinced. If someone dismisses your argument because they don't like your tone, that is tone trolling. If someone refuses to debate you because they don't like your tone, that's not tone trolling, that's you having an unpleasant personality no one wants to be around. Just because someone doesn't want to debate you doesn't mean you're right or won the debate. Over the past 2 years, it's been really hard to find a debate with someone that we came to a mutual understanding on something, and I didn't come away feeling like I wasted all my energy just to have it shit on. You can argue any way you like, it has zero impact on the truth of what you have to say, but don't expect people to want to engage you. People are on the internet to enjoy themselves, and if you are demanding people debate you, you're more like the crazy guy on the bus shouting at people, or the street preacher as you're just some random person they have no link with. If you care about spreading truth and informing people as opposed to winning a fight by whatever means necessary, you will take Sagan's rules to heart, and only debate and discuss because you care about people. Otherwise, you're just a bully or crazy person screaming at people of your correctness and thinking you won because people do everything they can to politely ignore you. Unless you're just a troll who cares about nothing but making people feel miserable online and dragging the debate out as long as possible. At which point, hooray, you win the internet, and you're a truly horrible person, even if everything you say happens to be 100% true.